psychoanalytical approach of Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart. The main outline of the story or poem is that the man who is narrating this poem was considered mad. He argued that his heightened senses were what made him different, but not mad. He claimed that he heard all things in heaven and in earth, and heard many things in hell. His problem that was expressed was the old man's eye. He described it as a pale blue vulture's eye with a gray film over it, and that when he sees it his blood runs cold. He then describes the way in which he sneaks into his room every night exactly at midnight, until the one day he finally kills him. His conscience, although he claims to be completely sane, suggests otherwise. By the end of the poem, his mind plays tricks on him, as he begins to believe the heart of his victim is still beating louder and louder, resulting in not only the madness he claimed to be free of, but also turned himself into the police. The psychological analysis I have come up with is that his literal madness comes from his subconscious, meaning that the things he believed to be just or due to his acute senses was in reality a form of madness in which the person becomes overly aware of their surroundings, making them paranoid about things such as a glass eye. The person then continues to create an elaborate plan with every time, action, solution mapped out. Once the crime is committed, the mind reacts in a way that punishes the person for what they did. In this case, the madness is the id, the unconscious desire that commits the crime, and the punishment comes from the superego that is constantly trying to do good or punish bad. Literary devices. Diction. Edgar Allan Poe's use of the words in the short story creates mood, suspense, and Literary devices. Diction. Edgar Allan Poe's use of the words in the short story creates mood, suspense, and exaggeration by using words such as dreadful, madman, sagacity, and vexed. Imagery. In multiple instances within the story, Edgar Allan Poe describes a very vivid scene in the old man's bedroom at night while he was watching the old man sleep, describing his plan to kill him. Dramatic irony. Edgar Allan Poe shows us dramatic irony when the man who killed the old man hears his heartbeat, thinking everyone else can hear it too, but in reality, we as the audience already know it's only in his head. Alliteration. Hearken and observe how healthily, how calmly I can tell the whole story. The alliteration is proven by the H's and the WH at the beginning of all of those words. Onomatopoeia. Creak, groan, and chirp. Repetition. Cautiously, cautiously, all closed, closed, stealthily, and stealthily, used to incorporate exaggeration into the poem. Similar to literary devices, there are poetic devices in this piece as well, including repetition, wide open, very, very slowly, steadily, steadily. And there is also rhyme, rhythmic rhyme. I raved, I swore, they heard, they suspected, they knew. This is also representative of the beating heart in the last paragraph of the story. On this side, I would be comparing The Wars by Timothy Finley to The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. In The Wars, my essay took the position of heroism. In this story, I will be arguing against that. In Edgar Allan Poe's short story, The Telltale Heart, the man who murdered the old man is in no way a hero and clearly does not consider himself one. He continually denied that he was mad and believed Because the old man's eye made him uneasy, it was a justifiable reason to kill him. He also claimed to be perfectly calm when telling the reader his story, and seemed unfazed when the deed was performed. This is not an act of heroism. This is further proving that when his conscience got the best of him at the end of the story, he confessed to murdering the old man as an act of selfishness. Heroism consists of selfless acts, helping others and doing what's right, whether it hurts the hero in the process or not. The hero does not think twice about the personal consequences if help can be provided to another.